So good morning students. In previous class we discussed about applications of node reduction algorithm. In that, in previous class we complete many applications and we have one more application in that. So that is push, pop, get return. So these are the different applications, the list of applications. So what we discussed from last 2 days. So these are the applications because of node reduction algorithm. In this, the first one is maximum path count arithmetic, structured code, lower path counter arithmetic, probability of being at a certain point, mean processing time of routine. Okay, so already discuss these 5 applications, and today class we are going to discuss about the last application, push pop get return problem solving. So push pop get return. So this model can be used to answer several different questions. So that can be turned up in debugging. So that can be erased in debugging. It can also help decide which test cases to design. What type of test cases you are going to design for this push pop and get return. Now, so for example, so this is the push pop. If you observe that these are the two complementary words. So push pop, get return. So these are the complementary operations here. So such means you are going to push means you are going to insert the element into the stack, and pop means you are going to delete the element from the stack. Okay. So now, so considering the all possible paths through the routines. So what is the net effect of the routine? So that means if you are push or pop, so how many times you are going to execute this routine, in how many paths you get, under what conditions you are going to execute these paths. Okay, coming to here, the pair of operations of push pop are generally used to insert elements into stack, that we are called as a push. So remove elements from the stack, we are called as a pop. Okay, so now the other complementary operations apart from push pop. So this is the push pop. So apart from this, there are many operations. One is get return, open, close, start, stop. Okay, so these are the arithmetic rules you are going to follow for push or pop. Already discussed that. So parallel links, serial series links, and loop. So we can represent the parallel with a plus b, serial links with a b, and loop with a star. So coming to weight expressions. So this is the weight WA plus WB. So WA into WB and WA star. Okay. So now we see parallel rule. Parallel rule. So parallel rule is nothing but, so these are the two nodes, let us assume. So this is the parallel rule. Okay. If it is like this, or any two links, so two links is enough. So this we are called as a parallel links. Now coming to parallel rule, if there are parallel path expressions, every term in expression A added to every term in expression B, the result is A plus B. For example, this is the A, this is the B. Now instead of that, you are going to write like this: A plus B, A plus B. Okay. Okay. Now, so all these are the series. So this is the series, this is the series. Now we are combine this. So for example, A, B, then it seems like this: A, B, A, B. So that we are called as a series rule. In series rule, each term in path A is multiplied with each term in path B. The resultant would be AB. Loop rule, the loop represents the number of times the path is represented. For example, so this is the one node. It like this. For example, here is specified 3. Now the loop represents the number of times the path is represented. So this loop executes 3 times. The resultant would be a3, a power 3. So star represents the number of iterations a loop is repeated. In this example, it repeats 3 times. So we represent this as a power 3. So this is the multiplication table for push pop. So this is the P1 represents push, P2 represents pop operation, 1 represents no operation. P1 means push, P2 means pop, 1 means no operation. 1 represents no operation. Okay. In the above table, so these are the P1, P2, 1, P1, P2, 1. Here we are going to do the multiplication. So P1 into P1. So P1 square. So P1, P2. That means 1 push, 1 pop. So it is equals to no operation. 1. And P1 into 1, that is P1. Similarly, so P2, P1. P2, P1, no operation. So 1. So P2, P1 means 1 time pop, 1 time push. Okay. So there is no operation. So P2 into P2, P2 square, and P2 into 1, P2. So 1 into P1, P1, 1 into P2, P2, 1 into 1, 1. Okay. So in this table, the P1 represents push operation, P2 represents pop operation, 1 represents no operation. When 2 push operations are performed, the result would be P1 square, as both elements are inserted and stack pointer increases by 2. Okay, is it correct or not? So for example, this is the stack. Once one number is pushed, this pointer value is 1. Another number is pushed, then the pointer value is 2. Okay, P1, 2. In the same way, with 2 simultaneous pop operations, the stack pointer will be decreased by 2 as 2 elements are removed from the stack. Here, for example, so these 2 elements can be popped, means these numbers will be reduced 2 times. So no simultaneous push and pop or vice versa would result no operation. That means 1 push, 1 pop. So this can be treated as no operation, that we represent with a 1. Similarly, this is for multiplication table for push pop. This is the addition table for push pop. P1 means push, P2 means pop, 1 means no operation. Similarly, P1, P2, 1. So P1, P1, P1 plus P1, P1 only. Coming to multiplication, we represent this as a P1 square. P1, P2, that is P1 plus P2. So P1 plus 1, P1 plus 1. So P2, P1, P1 plus P2, P2 plus P2, P2, P2 plus 1, P2 plus 1. So 1 plus P1, P1 plus 1, 1 plus P2, P2 plus 1, 1 plus 1, 1. Okay. I hope you all are understand this addition table. So now we discuss with one example. So this is the flow graph. So this is the flow graph. Okay, here, so P2, 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 1. 1 represents no operation. P2 represents pop operation. P1 represents push operation. Okay, now this path flow graph. So this flow graph can be expressed as like this. Path expression. This flow graph can be expressed as path expression. What is the path expression? P2 into P2 plus 1 and 1 into P2 into P1 P1 M1. Here M means number of iterations. Here this is the loop. So this is the loop M1. It represents how many times it executes, how many iterations it executes. Okay. So this is the path expression for above flow graph. Now Simplifying the above expression. So when we apply the rules, what we learn, P1, P2 equals to 1, P1. So these are the rules. If you apply, now the expression is simplified like this. The expression is simplified like this, and so these are the different cases. One is considering the value m1 equals to 0, m2 equals to 0. In second case, m1 equals to 0, m2 equals to 1. In third one, m1 equals to 0, m2 equals to 2. Okay, here we are applying the looping term. Okay, these are the simplifying, substituting the values. Then the flow graph will be like this. After applying the multiplication rules and addition rules, we get these expressions. So based on the m1 and m2 values. Just wait. So this is the for different combinations of m1, m2 values. So this is the table. So this is the m1, m2. So these are the different cases: 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. Okay, these are the different cases. So for this, the push or pop. Okay, so these are the different push and pop. So these are the results of the push and pop graph analysis. So for different m1 and m2 values, here the m1 m2 values are loop iterations. Okay, so for m1 equals to 0, m2 equals to 0, then the push and pop value is p2 plus p2 square. If it is 0 or 1, these are the expressions. If it is 0 2, so this is the expression: I equals to 1 to sigma I equals to 1 to 6 p to I. Okay, so these are the different results based on the different m1 and m2 values. Okay, so next one, get return problem. Get return problems. It is also similar to push and pop problem. Just wait. Okay, this is the method. So get return problem. In get return problem, in this also these two are the complementary actions. So get and return. So which is same as push pop operation. There are arithmetic tables for get return similar to push pop tables. Okay, the multiplication table is similar to push pop. So this is the G represents get or represents return. So one means no operation. One represents no operation. The multiplication is G into G, G square, G into R, 1, G into 1, G. R into G, 1, R into R, R square, R into 1, R. So 1 into G, G, 1 into R, R, 1 into 1, 1. Similarly, the addition table. So G plus G, G, G plus R, G plus R, G plus 1, G plus 1, G plus R plus G, G plus R, R plus R, R. R into R plus 1, R plus 1, 1 plus G, G plus 1, 1 plus R, R plus 1, 1 plus 1, 1. It is similar to push pop table only. Now here we are taking another example. So this is the flow graph. So these are the G means get, R means return. Okay. The same by considering the parallel, serial and pop loop rules. the path expression of the flow graph like this. So this is the flow graph. Okay. So this is the flow graph. Now, so when we reduce this with the help of the parallel series and loop rules, we get this expression. The resultant path expression would be so G4 plus G2 into R. So here, so G means so get, R means return. Okay, if you apply all the multiplication rules and addition rules, then we got this expression. Okay, so this is about so different applications of node reduction algorithm. And the next one, the next topic is regular expression and flow anomaly detection. Here, so data flow anomaly. So data flow anomaly. The data flow anomaly is the thing where we expect one thing to happen and some other thing happen instead. So what it means, so data flow anomaly is nothing but, so we are expecting something, but that was not happened. So that we are called as an anomaly. What it means, anomaly is nothing but, for example, if you want to try to open a file, but that file was not created. Now, without creation, how we can open the file? So that we are called as an anomaly. In some cases, you want to update the data, but the file is not created, but you try to update the file. That is also called anomaly. So what is the anomaly means? The data flow anomaly is thing where we expect one thing to happen and some other thing happen instead. Flow anomaly detection is used to detect the errors or flaws in sequence of actions of flow of data. Flow of data. There are few examples where the data flow anomalies occur, such as so these are the different anomalies, different types of anomalies. One is operations on file. Operations on file. So read R, write W, open O, close C. Okay. Say file can be opened, that is indicating with O. A file is closed, that is indicating with C. A file is reading, that is indicating with R. If you want to write anything onto the file, that is indicating with W. Okay. If the file is read or written to after it has been closed, the sequence is non-sensible. That means the whatever the file is closed, after closing that file, you want to read the data or write the data. So that we are called as a anomaly. So therefore, CR and CW, CR and CW are anomalies here. So what is the CR? C means close. After closing, you are trying to read the data. After closing, you try to write the data. So that we are called as a anomaly here. Okay. Similarly, if the file is read before it has been written, so just after opening, so without writing anything, you are trying to read the data. So that is also called as a data anomaly. And next one is so operations on tape transport. Tape transport. Here the fast forward is indicating with F, so rewind is indicating with D, skip is indicating with S, so read is indicating with R, write with W, stop with P. Okay, so there are, so for example, if you want to read the data, so for example D, F, so rewind, fast forward, or D, R, rewind, read, D, W. So that means at the time of rewind, you try to write the data. So that is also, all these are the anomalies. After writing, you read the data, WR, then there is no anomaly. But if you without writing the data, you try to read, that is the anomaly. In the fast forward, if you are trying to write, that is the anomaly. Okay, so these are the different types of anomalies operations on tape transport. Just wait 1 second. So another type of anomaly is data flow anomaly. So define D, killed key, used U. So that means, for example, the killed process, if you want to read, so that way, if you want to use, that is the data anomaly. So defined and killed. So this is the DK. So killing the killed object, KK, etc. These are the notations. So is there anomalies is nothing but, for example, you are going to use UK. Let us take UK. You want to use the killed, sorry, KU. So KU means killed and U means used. You want to use the killed data flow. Yeah, sorry. You want to use a procedure that is killed, but you want to use that object. So that we are called as a data flow anomalies. Okay. So these are the different types of anomalies. Okay. So this is the end of third unit. So next class we are going to discuss about syntax testing. So thank you all.